a kid can't really process that. Like, I processed enough to know that I was adopted and not to share this with anyone, and that's it. As I said, I'm telling the truth. I never really cried about, oh, my mom didn't want me. I never had those type of feelings. And I think it's probably because, and some people are different, I didn't have those feelings because I never knew her. So, there was no feelings there. But what I did struggle with, as I said, was the contending with the shamefulness of it, or feeling ashamed or embarrassed of it. And I think the only way that you can get through it, if I was talking to my younger self again, is to have more of a conversation with your family, with your parents, with your siblings, with your with whomever in your immediate family, to talk that through, because sometimes you need to hear from them, and it doesn't always have the same type of effect that you would have coming from someone who doesn't know your situation, or a school counselor, or a psychologist, or a family counselor. It has more of a lasting effect if it comes directly from the parent. And so sometimes, and I'm not throwing my mom under the bus, because she didn't know, because I didn't talk to her about it. Mm-hmm. But I think if kids have, or even maybe I should say, the onus should really be on the parent. If the parents really open up the lines of communication and just be willing to say, is it possible that he could or she could feel ashamed of this adoption process? Let me be cognizant of that and open up the lines of communication. I think that would probably be more helpful, and it would have helped me more. Does that make sense? Because this is my...
What you're really saying is affirmation.
Yeah.
And, opening up and letting them know, like, you're here not because you just happen to be here. You're here because we wanted you.
Yeah, I think, exactly. Because I think I was really sensitive about it. And as I said, this is not calculated, because I didn't have any intentions of talking about that piece. But I do remember, like, one time my mom said, because she's super spiritual, she's like, I'm on assignment, and you're my assignment. And I was like, what does that mean? And I got offended by that, because it made me feel like I was less than. I didn't understand. But then, we talked about it. But it was good that happened, because then we got a chance to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. She had an opportunity to unpack that. And I think a lot of times we don't necessarily know exactly what people are saying, and it's easy to assume and presume. But instead, when we are able to ask questions, and I was actually thinking that as you were talking, like, what type of world would it be if we really got to know the people in our circles? Beyond what they wear and beyond what they like to really find out who they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'd like to end our show with this statement. I am. And you finish it for us. I am someone who started from completely nothing, and ended with a lot of friends, a lot of love, a lot of experiences and professional opportunities that honestly were not or are not associated with people who have the same type of background that I have. So I don't know. Do I need to shorten it, because I feel like that was pretty long? No, I feel like it was very powerful.
Oh, okay.
There's so many takeaways from this interview.
Yeah, there are. And the thing that really hit me and impacted me as you were saying your I am statement is that you started out not talking about anything material.
Oh, yeah.
You started out talking about things that were the antithesis of what you started. Friends, family, and people that love me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's powerful and impacting to me, and even to the person who is sitting there who has been adopted, who has children that are adopted, or even a child who may be listening who was adopted. That is powerful. I am someone who has many friends, family, and people that love me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Oh my God. I'm just so excited about like this one phrase that you use about leaning in to God's will. Like I can like literally lean into this microphone right now. Because I think when you are able to lean in to God's will and to God's way, that you're able to receive that love, those friends, everything that you need. And on that note, okay. We appreciate you being here today.
I really appreciate your transparency. I really appreciate you agreeing to do this and share your story with, all of our listeners. Thank you, Marcellus.
Oh, you're welcome.
Well, we are your soul care companions. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Marion Jamel.
And I like to say, I'll see you next time. But Marion always says, you don't see him.
This is a podcast. People listening to you only.
But I look forward to seeing you September 30th at our Soul Care Experience. We're sure Marcellus will be in the house.
I'll definitely be there.
Yep. And we hope to see you too. Check out our website, marcusjohnsononline.com.
And you guys have a great one. And hey, we'll listen for you or be listening for next episode.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to your Soul Care Companion podcast with your Soul Care Companions, Marcus and Marion. Stay connected with the Soul Care Community at YourSoulCareCommunity on Instagram and Facebook. And be sure to subscribe to this podcast for all new episodes.